And the British Grand Prix is go. Good start for Hesperin, and he seems like he's already taken the lead from Franco Lopez. But Lopez should rebound on the outside. He's got the racing line here into turn one. Yes, Lopez holds on to the lead. Kyle is trying to make his way up into second. Patel, great start for him. He's gone up into fourth place. As Jung has dropped a few places at the back. But it is Franco Lopez who leads, with Hesperin in second. There's been some damage for De Rosa, it looks like. He has collided with somebody. With who that is, I think it might be Evan Byrne.
Championship there, I should say, has got damage, and it was him who hit the back of Kirishima De Rosa. I did notice there was smoke. Patel, though, desperate to get a good race after what has been so far a very, very disappointing season for the Lamborghini driver.
He's going for the outside again.
He's going to try and hang around the outside. He might have some momentum, you know. He's got enough momentum to go around the outside, and would you look at that? Khan tried to pull that off on the previous lap, and he's got it done this time.
5.6. I think Lopez is pulling away.
6.5, but I think he gained a tenth. There's Gal has done all that hard work, and he's gone for a spin.
Pretty much a carbon copy of the Carlos Sainz mistake, except Sainz didn't spin the car around.
Indeed, and he clipped onto the puncher for someone, and that's Callaway. Callaway's slowing. He's clearly the puncher has done something wrong to his car, and Jake Callaway is the first retirement of the race.
Yeah, what a shame.
Pretty much what we were referring to a little bit earlier. He's getting him up by a lot. Meanwhile, Quark on the back of Patel here. Has he got P4 from the Lamborghini into Brooklyn's corner? Danny inside, and he's got the move done. Quark up into fourth. Next target for him is his teammate, Jesus Perinen. But anyways, Lopez rejoins in sixth place behind George Rote. That could be very, very interesting right there, as he's in sync with Lopez's strategy.
Yeah, but Lopez has much fresher tires. He should be able to pass the Red Bull no problem.
Indeed so. Miklos Gal is the pit for AlphaTauri. It looks like Lopez is going to get already a run on Roke down the Wellington straight, and he's going to go to the inside. Looks like Roke doesn't put up too much of a defense as we now go into Brooklyn's now then, and that's an easy win for Lopez. He goes up into fifth place, as his next target will be Rahul Patel in the Lamborghini. As mentioned, of course, Roman Quad coming in. He's still stuck behind Jesus Perinen.
Not for long, though. He's going for the move into Cops. He's got so much more speed, and Perinen doesn't find him too hard.
To get a hold of him, as we now look at Roman Quark in the Renault box. How quick is this stop going to be then for
16 laps of fuel?
Oh, that confirms to me that could be a free stop, or maybe even a two stop. We'll have to wait and see. That will take him to roughly around about lap 30, in fact. So car in the pit and 31 laps of fuel. So that confirms to me that is a that is a two stop, but it looks like he's going quite late on this stint.
This is very aggressive. He's going to try to get Lopez later on in the race.
Indeed. So Perinen will take the lead temporarily, and it'll be interesting to see what sort of involvement Perinen has in this race, given the strategy he's on, of course. As Lopez goes through, he's up into second, but of course Lopez is now starting to get onto the back of Perinen. As Roke, meanwhile, is car still going to emerge in front of Roke? Let's see. And the answer to that is no. Roke is ahead, but can't get it done, and once again loses momentum to the Renault in front. Car not close enough to do the same thing. It's a bit of crash. It's Martins, no, and Wilson. Both of them were having a good race.
God.
Wilson was pitting at the end of this lap, I think, anyway. But, well, that's race over for those two, and, well, let's have a look. So Wilson got in the slipstream of Martins here, and she saw a gap on the inside, which she was entitled to go for, and, well, it was always going to end in disaster, really.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Yeah, indeed, as now we've got Lopez who's all over the back now of Jesus Perinen as they now make their way into Brooklyn's. Can he get the move done? Danny inside, and he just had enough, and finally. Yeah, indeed, as we've got a yellow flag, and it's down into Vale, and it's Valdinger, and it looks like it's a throttle problem. Both Alpha's out of the race thanks to separate reasons, but it's a throttle issue for Benz Valdinger, and, well, you could see where it let go there, right into Vale corner, and it was a heavy smash into the wall, and Benz will want to forget about this week, because it hasn't been the best of weeks for Benz Valdinger, qualifying in last. Now, in fact, he opts to go to the outside, strangely. I think he had enough on the inside to go for Lower Chung there, and opts to go for the outside, and it's cost him. Oh, Chung spun it! Chung has spun it! Oh my God!
And that's the bad way to end the streak.
She's kept it away from the wall at the moment, but if she retires on the race, that is going to be her point streak over, as she's waiting for all the cars, and she's out! That's it, her point streak is over after 9 consecutive races. Laura Chung is out of the race. Her point streak has come to an end.
Meanwhile, this is going to be a race of damage limitation for Byrne, as Quag is caught up to Khan and is making the move on him. Yellows have been lifted, and Quag makes the move brilliantly.
And now Quark is going to get a run here onto his own teammate. He's going to try and go around the outside now then as the two Renaults go side by side heading down towards Stoke Corner. Has Quark got the move done on his own teammate? And the answer to that is he's trying to hang it around the outside, but he can't. In fact, he can make it work. No, he can't.
No,
in
he
fact,
can't. He's been passed by Car.
They're catching up some traffic, but Quark has once again got a run on Car because Car is too far back to challenge Perrin. Car having to go defensive, but I think it's already too late because Quark has got enough momentum and has got back ahead of Armar Car, back up into third place. Now he's going to try again on his own teammate, and this time might try and get a run him into Cop's corner if he can, like he did earlier on. As now coming down. And will Quark get Perrin before he makes his pit stop now then? As he's tucked up behind his teammate. He's going to go to the outside, but Car can sense an opportunity to make it free wide.
He's going to try to pass both.
He's going to try and have a go. Down the inside he goes. Oh, very close to contact. Car, you need to back out because Perrin's coming in. Oh, thank God there was no contact there.
Car's made it.
As now Quark pulls into his box. Let's see how quick this top is going to be then for the Frenchman as he'll pull on a fresh set of tyres and fuel now. Then let's see what his strategy is going to curtail. 17 laps, and that is a free stop, is it? It is a free stop, so he is going to have to pit in one more time. So I wonder if Car is doing the same or whether he's on a two-stop, because we did mention that he is going 3 laps longer than Quark as Roke now comes into the pits for his one. And only
not 3, a lot more, 20.
Yeah, so yeah, he's going quite long, so Quark has got to catch him back up if he wants to make the free stop work. Meanwhile, here is Perrin. Speaking of Renaults now then, and Perrin goes through on Quark, so Quark is going to have to try and re-overtake him on the track once again. But of course, Perrin is going
comes
to the back of Perrin meanwhile, so their battle is going to resume as now is Quark going to try and go for it into Cop's corner. Can he work this time? He's got a bit more momentum, and this time he finally passes his own teammate Quark up into third place. Now can he try and make that free stop work? Because of course Quark has got to pit once more before the end of the race. Got a long way into the race. He's on a free stop as well, so he's got to pit one more time. He's only got 14 laps of fuel in his wagon, so Car will temporarily take the lead. And in fact, I want to look at Car's fuel load because we talked about this earlier.
Like I said, Car has 20 laps. Yeah.
Car is the legit leader here, so if Lopez wants to win this race, he's got to catch up to his teammate. So are we looking at a 2020 scrap for the win once again with Lopez and Car, like we saw 2 seasons ago, which Car won? Lopez right behind him on fresher tyres as now looks like Lopez is going to get a very good run on him down the hanger straight. He's going to look to the outside. Is Lopez going to grab the lead off his own teammate as they go side by side? Look at the straight line speed Lopez has got around the outside and he retakes the lead. Lopez back in front, and well, it seems to me because he's on a longer strategy, I think Car's tyres might be in a bit of trouble here. Down the Wellington straight now that he's got the slipstream. He's on the inside. Car doesn't put up too much of a fight. It looks like Quark is going to get the move done on the Mercedes driver.
There's nothing he could do there.
He's through. Quark up into second place. And, well, that's that really. A chance of a Mercedes 1-2 gone. And could Perrin now, with fresher tyres than Car, and on the one stop as well, let's not forget, make it a double podium for Renault today. Left, who will soon go now. Then Mocho in the pits for Haas. Meanwhile, of course, in fact, I'll hold that thought for the moment. Perrin now through into the left-hander. Is he going to get Car this time by? I think he's a little bit closer to the Mercedes. He's on the inside. Car defends a little bit too late. Is Perrin through this time by? And yes, he is. Perrin up into third place, and Car is outside of the podium as a result. The Renaults have had a fantastic race here today. As, of course, let's not forget Lopez has to pit as well very soon. Meanwhile, in fact, Perrin's made a mistake and Car's back in front. That's a spin for Perrin.
Oh, my God.
Perrin has potentially bottled a chance of a podium here. He's very lucky he didn't get collected. And all that work that he's done in this race has gone to nothing.
He's broken his front wing. Yeah, indeed. And if that was dangerous, if they made contact, Perrin would have found himself with a big penalty. But thankfully not.
I don't know, Rob, because I think that would be classed as a driver error as opposed to a dangerous rejoin because he didn't have control of the car.
That would not be good as Perrin is slowing him down.
Yeah, indeed, but it's not going to matter too much because Lopez had a big gap in front of Roman Quark anyway. Of course, Quark will take the lead temporarily, but of course he needs to pit once more before the end of the race as now...
Yeah, but Perrin will have garage advantage.
Yep, so Lopez will have to wait. But again, I don't think it's going to affect Lopez too much because he had a big lead before this pit stop anyway. And he will comfortably take the lead back once Quark makes his pit stop. And the same goes for Armar Car as well if he also goes through. And speaking of Renaults, Roman Quagg is now into the pits for his final stop of the day, and it looks like P2 could be in the bag here. Quagg made a mistake going into Stowe Corner, so both Renaults have made a mistake in today's race.
My goodness me, he's lost the back end completely mid-corner. Hit the wall, but the front wing didn't break.
But now the chase is on to see if Carr can actually catch him back up or not, now that he will have fresher tyres to go to the end of the race. It should be quite a short stop because he's only going to be fueling for about a few laps, so it should be quite a short stop from the Mercedes mechanic. 6.2 seconds. The pit stop. Through goes Quagg in the Renault. It is a slow pit lane, but we'll have to wait and see.
Quagg is too far ahead, I think.
For the Argentinian here today, as he looks like he's going to make it back-to-back wins here today and get his 5th victory of 2022. Meanwhile, Gal on the inside of George Roque. Is it going to be P8 for the Hungarian into Brooklands? And it is. Gal is up into 8th place. What about the other battle that's going on? Q-Puck is all over the back here of Evan Byrne. Is he going to kick him out of the points here? Q-Puck on the inside of Evan Byrne into Brooklands' corner. He's trying to have a go. Down into Brooklands. They're still side by side, but Byrne is just going to hold on for the moment now. Byrne is out of the points. Q-Puck has got him into Cup's corner. And, well, humiliation for Red Bull as Byrne, who is a contender to Lopez, and over victory in the fastest lap ahead of Byrne as well. But coming around the final corner, and for the 5th time this season, it is going to be Franco Lopez who wins the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. It's back-to-back wins for the Mercedes driver, and
it's a disaster for Red Bull.
It is a disaster indeed, and he's over a victory now ahead of Byrne in the championship. Franco Lopez wins the race from Roman Quagg in 2nd place. A good result for him from 17th on the grid. With Amar Khan in 3rd, Jesus Perinen, what might have been if it wasn't for that mistake in 4th. With Chris Chatfield in 5th, Bartosz Klos in 6th, Rahul Patel finally with some good luck in 7th. With Miklos Gal in 8th, George Roque in 9th. With David Q-Puck completing the points in 10th position.